I'm meteorologist Anthony J, updating you on the tropics and, of course, Hurricane Lee. And you can see that on the sticking out on your screen there off the eastern seaboard. That's Lee. There's another hurricane out there, Hurricane Margot, not bothering anybody, though. And another hurricane is going to form in the middle of the Atlantic soon from that disturbance there where that X is. So we're still in hurricane season, and we're still getting these storms. But fortunately, they're staying away from the eastern seaboard. And it looks like that next one there that will become Nigel won't be a threat anytime soon, if at all, for the U.S., so that's good news. Hurricane Lee marching north, moving faster now, and that's good. It means it'll be out of our hair more quickly, so that's good news. But the winds were starting to increase, and of course that surf, very dangerous. Stay out of the water along the coast. The National Hurricane Center, this is their forecast path as of 5 p.m. Thursday, and really is not going to change significantly as we head into tomorrow. And a future tracker, here's a forecast model showing Lee moving north, and on Friday it's off the New England coast. Saturday it's slamming into western Nova Scotia, and that's the area that's going to see the most impacts. But we'll also see dangerous rip currents, high surf conditions today, or really tonight into Friday, and many places through Saturday. So really stay out of the water. Forecast wind gusts in that bright green, that's tropical storm wind gusts, and really it's a coastal event. Eastern New England will see the lion's share of the strong winds and also the rain, which look generally about 2 to 3 inches worth, maybe 4 inches to 5 inches in down east Maine. But in general, not as bad as it looked like, certainly as it could have been. Now for Long Island, you're going to be seeing some gusty winds, but worse towards the eastern part of the island, little if any rain, and we'll see minor coastal flooding at the time of high tides, and we'll take a look at that. You can see storm surge across this area, 2 to 3 feet. And these graphics here are courtesy of our friends at Fox Weather. So watch out for that high tide time. And here at Montauk, you'll notice that the high tide is about 10:30 Saturday morning. And that's the one we should watch most closely. The next one about 11 p.m. should not be too big of a deal. In eastern New England, you'll have those strong wind gusts up to near hurricane force right along the Media coast. And coastal flooding will be worst along the Massachusetts coast and the Maine coast, and that's the northern coast primarily. You see the storm surge up to 3, maybe 4 feet, especially again, Cape Cod Bay is the area we're watching most closely. Also around Gloucester, where the coast sticks out as well. Provincetown, you'll have some high water there. And here's a look at the high tide times at Cape Cod Bay, Saturday around midnight, and then the next high tide right after noon. So that's the time we'll have to watch for the higher water. In Maine, very rough conditions up here. Up to 3-4 feet of surge along especially the eastern Maine coast, less to the south. So watch out for that. And the high tide times here on Saturday, again around midnight Saturday morning, and then again on noon on Saturday. So especially that noon high tide, watching closely for you guys up in Maine. We'll have more updates on the storm coming up.